Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Breeze, 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A gain of 13 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 21 carries, 86 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. A pass complete here to Conley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Bengals 3, Dolphins nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. Leading them out, their 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, What's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now a first down throw. Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
27-yard line.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
2nd and 6.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 17 carries, 112 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire...
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They will find Davis. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Cincinnati.
On first down, Breeze. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
44 yards.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd and 10, Watson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Miami Dolphins.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a Newsom. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vincent Mayoa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now We had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27 on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Miami. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Watson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
10 more yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Singletary, the ball carrier. Devin White on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
34-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And this is incomplete.
Breeze.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Devin.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Cincinnati.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
A loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kyler Fackrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. It's a screen to Richard. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
The score, Dolphins 28.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. A field goal does him no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And a Bengal first down.
And they will take a knee here.
Breeze on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do